I have the feeling I should throw myself back into the movement, become a human being again. But that very impulse is immediately flushed with 1,000 vacillations and forbidding images. I see myself lying in a pool of perspiration in a dark tenement room, recalling Croton and the trees and longing for death. Comfort has come to be its own corruption. I think of lying without a painkiller in pain. In all the young years, no such image ever occurred to me. I rather looked forward to going to jail once. Now, I can hardly imagine surviving it at all. Comfort? Apparently, I have sold my soul for it. I think when I get my health back, I shall go into the South to find out what kind of revolutionary I am.
To be in this skin in a world that wants nothing to do with you is to exist beyond comprehension or government intervention. So we grow self-preservation in our windowsill gardens and mold our bones into gold, 'cause revolutionaries come from the future. Where else can we live when our existence is fugitive? We had nowhere else to run to but the arms of an infinite sky, where we never had to decolonize our minds because we were never colonized in the first place, and never had to prove that we mattered in the first place, because the earth held us in our waters and reminded us that our worth does not disappear just because white folks refuse to see that it's there. So go on. Call me a commie, a lesbian, a tranny. Your hate will never make me hate. I will never stoop to your level because you want to see me on my knees. Nah, this is a revolution of love. How much love I have for the fallen and almost forgotten, taken by white hands and governments and guns and badges and eviction notices and plea deals and bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs. I want to believe writing with the pen is more deadly than the sword. But how can I say that when bombs are being dropped in Gaza and shots are being fired at children, when shots are being fired at children? What's the point of the revolution when there won't be any loved ones left to share it with? How many more black lives will it take to prove that we matter to you? How many more trans lives will it take to prove that we matter to you? How many more Palestinian lives will it take to prove that they matter to you? The answer is never enough. What a shock. a blade to your white heart, to hear me telling you I do not want to die, to hear me telling you I do not deserve to die. How long will it take for the government to take their knees off our necks? Do I want to remain a revolutionary when my blackness deceives you? The lie isn't my blackness or my humanity you keep trying to steal away. The lie is all the reasons you convince yourself for killing us. White folks expect me to close my mouth when I speak of communist dreams, saying, imagine our life after the apocalypse, after the world ending, which is to say, imagine your life after today. The world has been ending. Americans are just now opening their crusted eyes. 'Cause see the present like this body, which is the earth, which is my body, is a site of liberation, a defiance of corporations and gentrification and privatized education. So if our bodies are the site of liberation, then our bodies are the communities that we see, the site of revolution. And the revolution is saying no. No more plantation politics or cottonmouth rhetoric. No more intoxicating ideas of white supremacy or tyranny or colonialism. No more power tripping, occupation, or resource extraction of earth, which is our body, running poetic justice laps around whiteness, showing them everything they wish they could be and everything we are and have made ourselves into. 'Cause we're as essential as trees, and we grow and bend and stretch our arms towards a sugarcane sky that was always ours. See. Audrey said that poetry is not a luxury, and she damn right. Poetry has never been a luxury for me. I write to stay alive, to keep this heart beating before I am chased down in the street. So I'm gonna go pick up the gun supply of words, not bullets, because I might as well write and forever keep writing. So when they do kill me, they will at least know that death is not my name.
I was born on the south side of Chicago. I was born black and a female. I was born in a depression after one world war and came into adolescence during another. While I was still in my teens, the first atom bombs were dropped on human beings at Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And by the time I was 23 years old, my government and that of the Soviet Union had entered actively into the worst conflict of nerves in human history, the Cold War. I have lost friends and relatives through cancer, lynching, and war. I have been personally the victim of physical attack, which was the offspring of racial and political hysteria. I have worked with the handicapped and seen the ravages of congenital diseases that we have not yet conquered because we spend our time and ingenuity in far less purposeful wars. I see daily on the streets of New York street gangs and prostitutes and beggars. I have, like all of you, on 1,000 occasions seen indescribable displays of man's very real inhumanity to man. and I have come to maturity, as we all must, knowing that greed and malice, indifference to human misery, and perhaps above all else, ignorance, the prime, ancient, and persistent enemy of man, abound in this world. I say all of this to say that one cannot live with sighted eyes and feeling heart and not know and react to the miseries which afflict this world. I have given you this account so that you know that what I write is not based on the assumption of idyllic possibilities or innocent assessments of the true nature of life, but rather my own personal view that, posing one against the other, I think that the human race does command its own destiny, and that that destiny can eventually embrace the stars.